if you shuffle the beats of each of the songs,
And
sing
they will sing.
any of the song or any of the beats.
Or any of the beats. Okay.
Yeah, bro. You feel like, in fact, if you even mix the lyrics, if you do like compilation of his songs, right, on the same beats, and you don't have to change the melody. Same, except the ones that you feature people. Those ones are different.
So I understand like what you're saying is like their vibes are very similar. But this is one thing though. It's
like the word where Wizkid fans they use vibes. Their vibes are very similar.
Okay,
vibes are very similar.
No, I want to change. I want to check this thing. Like, Wizkid is not a typical R&B artist, right?
Let's start with R&B artist.
Yeah, let's start with that. So, in terms of listening to an R&B album, right? You want to hear the story about the love. You want to hear heartbreak. You want to hear love. You want to hear cheating. You want to hear this. You want to hear that. So it go they different. So that the beats go try they different. So that you will feel the emotions differently, right? So now that's R&B. You look at country. The way they yarn their story. I'm trying to explain something.
Albums work. Albums are more similar.
No.
They work.
They have to sing some things different. You have to break up. In fact, you can even hear 3 songs back to back. One now how he meets the girl.
Yeah, but
how he fall in love unconditionally. The next thing she breaking heart.
Yes,
and the beats they emotional to be able to send that emotion, make you feel them. So the beat will be different, the story will be different, blah blah blah. So in this sense, you find that an R&B album, even though they'll be sweet and whatever, the songs will mostly be different, right? So now, if you look at different types of should I say genres of music, they have to diversify to tell their songs or whatever, right? So now, if you come to a category like hip hop, right? Hip hop.
What genre of music does Wizkid belong to?
He's Afrobeat.
Oh, okay.
He's Afrobeat.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, but you can translate his own, call it Afro Soul, because right now.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, he's Afro Soul right now.
Oh, please get.
No, he's Afro Soul right now.
I'm going to start this podcast.
No. Let's do this.
It's okay. Vibes to
Afro Soul. Wait. No, you need to
all
understand.
This vocabulary, what is Wizkid fans they use, bro?
You need to understand this.
Introduce this podcast.
So, in essence, what I'm trying to tell you is like,
in essence,
listen.
Please tell me something.
So, like a lot of the albums, though you think say the difference and whatnot. Like when it comes to album. A body of work. I go use those English where you know like
again. Oh my god! Please like don't say essence.
Not be essence. Not the cohesion.
Oh man!
Now the cohesion, the way the album like when you're listening to a well curated album music wise, like the tracks that are inside, it's almost like you're listening to one full project. That's how you tell a good album. I'm telling you, this is a fact for music. You understand? That's how you tell one good album. It's almost like your album is a storyline.
Yes.
You're supposed to be listening one full body. A lot of good albums, like when you play the whole album, you enjoy the life out of that album.
Yes.
But when the song enter on shuffle from your entire music, you go skip them.
Yeah.
You go skip them.
I completely agree with you, and that's why.
It will come off to you as some tracks are similar. It will come off to you as they are like that. But you listen, you will get different feeling from those things, but it's still the same vibe. But I feel you, Sha. I feel you. You're probably tired of the sound because right now,
the sound.
Because right now, it's almost like when you find one move on Mortal Kombat, you go use and beat every fight. You go use and beat every fight because that move is undefeated. That's what Wizkid is on right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Backyard dance.
It's that good shit.
See me now.
He's feeling the essence.
He's feeling the essence. The
cohesion in this track. It day.
Oh man. Oh boy.
Man, this album though. Jeez.
Nah, this has to go down as one.
I don't understand. Like this song was never on Spotify before.
I don't think the
album was, but people have been uploading the songs, I believe, because I know Bumper to Bumper is on there.
Yeah.
So most of the songs are on there. Taboo should be on there already.
I know I've played Ubodi Maga like so many times on Spotify before.
Yeah. I guess he just finally got permission, or he's not getting his royalties from the track, which is way overdue. But definitely, this has to be one of the greatest, Afrobeat albums.
I'm telling you.
Afrobeats album, out of Nigeria, man.
Yep.
Like
Talking about the best Afrobeats. Did you guys see that post? I think I reposted it this one time.
About
All-time
list.
All-time
The top 10
best
Afrobeat songs from
who put the list together?
Let's not even think about that one because let me look for it because I think I answered you on that this thing. But based on statistics,
But I just want to say that this Ololuven made me get a girl, man. Remember on Social Night.
oh, you actually got the girl.
Yeah, bro. The song was played, man. That time when I used to do Michael Jackson, I just do one kind moonwalk to the side to the girl.
Try.
I was serenading her, just giving her the moonwalk. On the next day, man. Would you be mine? That's how it started.
Culture custodian guys like this.
Oh, yeah. Shout out. I actually know those guys.
I won't say they are very uncultured.
It says top Nigerian artists of all time. Number 1, Burna Boy.
Okay.
Top Nigerian artist, first of all. Number 1, Burna Boy. So, in order. Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, Fireboy, Thames, CK, Rema, Omale, Olamide, Kiss Daniel.
Of all time.
Based on
All
what?
time. Of all time.
He said top Nigerian artist of all time.
Of all time.
Nah, he's on drugs.
Like,
No.
I thought
Then-
this was based on a certain statistics.
Of all time. And then, you know what? It actually gives a little bit of context here. It says, to commemorate Nigerian Independence Day, Apple Music has released the top Nigerian artists and songs on the platform since its launch over 7 years ago.
So that's within 7 years span then.
Yes, I'm guessing this is within the span of Apple Music being in existence.
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria. Apple Music Nigeria.
Apple Nigeria.
So Apple Music Nigeria launch and then the artists put in their songs.
Yeah, because
No. Apple Music and iTunes are two different platforms though.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But
Well,
So Apple Music is the streaming platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then iTunes is the store.
Read
Music
that again.
store.
Apple Music has always been there though. It's just now that it's become bigger that way. iTunes has always been a thing.
No, iTunes has always been
But how
there.
do you buy music online? So Apple Music has always been there. It's just been rebranded.
But you don't buy music from Apple Music. You only stream from Apple Music. So if you want to buy a song, you have to go to like a different app. You have to go to like the iTunes
Back
store.
then, everything was
everything was
together.
Yeah, everything was together.
So
No. But then back then you couldn't stream. You could only buy.
Yeah, you could only buy.
Yeah, you could only buy.
true,
I know I have a couple of albums
True.
that I still had since then. So kind of like just listen to them just to.
Yeah, but I think
nostalgic.
that 7 years marks something. I think that 7 years, that's the timeline they're using.
either
It cannot be all
It's
time.
shot in 7 years because
Bro.
you guys go bring out all the P Square album.
You have to go and bring out the P Square album. Yeah. Because
God.
those guys,
Two
Like,
Face. Where you gonna put
yeah.
Two Face?
because
This is
before
a lot,
before
man.
2015 or before, let's say before 2012, right? Like those people, Two Face, P Square, no, the band, like
Bro,
That list is very, very
yeah, I
new
mean,
school. Like you can't wait.
Fugazi.
yeah.
It's not in the same category.
Like,
Yeah,
bro,
it's
like,
not.
like the band is not in the picture anymore, but
But
if the
that
band is
period,
not
yes,
on that list,
on that list is not making
let's-
sense
yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
Let's
At
not
all,
worry about
because-
the list.
Because more hits for more than I think up to 10 years they
Bro.
had like
They dominated.
at least more than up to 10 years that they actually dominated, right?
Bro.
Yeah, like bro. Now you can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the Backyard Bands Comedy Podcast, the #1 comedy podcast that's picked that into existence. You are now chilling and rocking with the best. What is it, SDZ?
Oh boy, yes, that's we.
Show them comedy.
I am your humble and gracious host. I go by the name Mr. Dre. I'm in the building with my nearest and dearest. Minus a few good people. Vibes Minister, talk to him.
Yeah, we back. It's your man Imina reporting from the Ministry of Vibes. He's your minister Imina, aka the Free Ego, aka Triple E, aka the Patrician Ego, aka you know what is popping. Let's get it popping.
Pop. Ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by a neighbor, shareholder of the show, friend of the family.
And the
Man with unlimited grace.
This man's grace is always different. I always appreciate him pulling up on us. Yeah,
we thank God.
talk to him.
Hi guys, this is Michael, Mr. Greg Shots. Now there, my introduction, they always the end.
We popped champagne but because of what's the word, non-sponsor purposes, we can't.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You had to do it off the camera.
But we just want to just quickly toast to your guy, the new dad in town.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Man, you're moving up.
Oh,
moving
boy.
up in many ways.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about it when I was on my way here. I don't say I did hang your hand, but just leave your hand there.
No, we are keeping we are all keeping our hand there. We are keeping our hand
I was
there.
thinking about it when I was on my way here. I think I started coming to this show when I was just in a relationship.
Damn.
And then proposal. And then marriage. And now Peking. So we bless. Backyard bounce is part of the journey.
Yeah, exactly.
We bless God.
And you are part of our journey.
Exactly.
You are part of our journey. And we are still journeying.
So now, man, congratulations to you.
Congratulations
to you, madam.
Congratulations to the madam.
Thank you.
The baby.
Thank you.
So how's it been being a dad now?
Taking care of a baby. You know what? I have mine like quite easy because my daughter is very quiet. She sleeps. She's quiet. She doesn't cry too much. She only cries when she wants to eat. That's it. But in my experience so far with my daughter, like taking care of her is not as difficult as I thought. I think I prepared for so much worse. Right?
Were you like studying?
It's not for studying. I just anticipation. I just anticipated like
And getting your mind ready too.
bro,
right?
like very mentally ready too. Like because to be honest, I don't have the facilities normally.
Yeah, right.
So how do I like tackle this without the facilities? You understand?
Yes.
I just know say the one way I feel control is money. I know I can control money, so I have to just keep money aside. The part that I wasn't ready for is balancing fatherhood with other things, with work. As a creative, like, bro, some days, the whole day, I just open my laptop and be looking at it. Like, I can't even get myself to a point where I can creatively, like, do something on my laptop.
Right.
Because you can string footage together, but to do it creatively,
Bro,
it's a different
like,
thing
it's a different thing entirely. So,
Yeah.
bro, like, I got so backlogged, like September went, October went, like, I hardly edited videos in those 2 months. You know, so it's like now I'm playing catch up. Well, now my mind is in a different space, so it's like I'm forcing my mind. It's like and I think that's what fatherhood is really about at the end of the day. Regardless of what's going on, you have to like force your mind to like go after the things that you have to go after, right? So now I'm forcing my mind to like, today I'm editing this wedding.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, if I start in the morning and it's already 9 p.m., I've not done anything. I'm going to Starbucks to buy my coffee. I'm coming back. I'm sitting there till 3 a.m. till I'm done with the video, right? So I'm living life in milestones now. You know, it's like, okay, I have to do this today. I have to do this today. And I think ultimately that's what is very challenging. You know, you have to like meet deadlines, do this task, go for this appointment and this and that, together with being a father. And it's together with taking care of a baby. And the baby part is not really, there's no structure. When they cry, they cry. When they want chop, they want chop. You know, it's like there's no structure for that. So it's not like you can even plan around it. There's nothing to plan around because you don't even know. You know, we get ready to leave the house before, you know, poop. We got to change diaper. 15 minutes.
Right.
You know, it's like stuff like that. It's just balancing all of that with the other things that you have to do is what I don't think I prepared myself for. But we're getting the hang of it.
Did you master the diaper change before the baby arrived, or was it still a work in progress?
No. Those ones are easy. Like my kid sister, my youngest sister.
Yeah, right.
My youngest sister how old was I? I think I was like 14 when she was born. And you know, in Nigeria we have like after GS3, you have that 3 month break that you stay home till you.
Yeah, it's like from July to September.
From July to September, exactly.
Yeah.
She was born in April.
Yeah.
Right? So from that July to September, bro, I was the nanny. so I have a little bit of experience under my belt, right? In terms of taking care of a child. So it wasn't strange.
Just need to record that muscle memory.
I already dug out the muscle memory before
the
I'm just realizing that you shaved. Is that like a dad thing now?
I was thinking that. I was thinking the same thing. And there's now that mustache.
Yeah.
So it has changed from beard gang to mustache. It's like now, for some reason, you're looking like a daddy.
I don't know. If that's what comes into that, I don't think I'm ready.
Bro. Nah, Dre. Oh my goodness. Dre, imagine if you did that. But I would think you're going into mid-fatherhood crisis.
Nah, man, it's just I think my for some reason I started having like patches on my beard. So I was like,
After I became a father.
Stress.
So I was like, I'm just gonna start all over again. Just
Gotcha.
cut everything off. So I cut everything off. Growing all over again.
Okay.
Hopefully I get to your level by the end of this journey.
I think it's crazy because I think everything kind of like me and you worked together on a lot of stuff this year, and I mean now you've slowed down obviously for obvious reasons, which is legit. But I can imagine like you trying to accommodate all the trips you had this year. If that was happening at this time of the year,
bro,
you wouldn't have been able to. You'd have so many side clients,
bro. In fact, right now, legit, I'm looking for a corporate job. I'm looking for a corporate job. So that
It's crazy.
I can reduce my traveling.
Right.
Like at least for next year, right?
Yeah.
So for next year, I'm like my plan for next year is just do weddings on the weekend. That way I can just fly to where I'm flying to on Friday, come back on Sunday, flying on Friday, come back on Sunday, that kind of thing. So instead of all the random ones during the week, right? So I'm just trying to see if I can balance the two of them.
You know what's crazy? That we that are not fathers yet and want to be fathers one day, I think we have this grand illusion that a lot of us do, not me anyways, that when you become a father, things don't change in terms of like your schedule and stuff that you're able to balance. They're able to balance it. You know, we were having a conversation on a podcast about relating to if you dated an ex and you found out that she was pregnant, what would you do in that like, so you're not dating somebody else and she comes and tells you that she's pregnant, and these lots were like it's whatever, like they can still handle that relationship that they have with the person that they're currently seeing and still maneuver that woman who's pregnant.
No, but in that moment, I don't think you have a choice though, because you have to take care of the baby.
Yeah,
and you still have to have your relationship. Except
no, you don't have to have your relationship.
Okay. That's what you're saying.
I was of the opinion that once I and I'll let you speak. Once I get once a lady tells me that she's pregnant and I'm dating someone else, I'm letting go of that relationship. I don't think I can handle the both because I want to be there for that kid.
Yeah, but you also need your own emotional support. So who will be your emotional support?
See, that's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. So my argument was then, right? Therapy. My argument was So my argument was then like, okay, I understand that I have to be there for the woman. But first of all, she's an ex. Yeah. But she has my baby, so there's one thing joining us. But then there's also my personal life on the side.
Yes.
It is up to that person I'm dating if they want to stay or not. I'll make them understand my situation.
Exactly.
If they stay, that's actually a blessing in disguise for me.
Yes.
Exactly. It's a blessing in disguise for me. But if they choose to leave, I won't make them stay because nobody wants that body.
Exactly.
Nobody wants that body. But I'm not going to go out of my way and be like, okay, this is what my life is right now. I can't deal with you anymore. Go your way. Because I need to focus because I have a child on the way.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't think I can do that. Like, I'm going to try my best to make that work. If she wants to stay, I'm gonna have her.
Yes, exactly.
So that was
I think it's,
because at the end of the day, you need emotional support.
I think it's easier said than done. I have my sisters for emotional support.
No, letting go of that relationship is easier said than done.
It's easier said than done. Yes.
Letting go of that relationship, because even if you think about it, hypothetically, right? I don't think it will be easy for you to even let that relationship go. Right. Well, it depends on how long you've been with that person, though. Yeah. But say, for instance, okay, maybe, you know what? If the ex is pregnant, that means the person you're with now is fresh.
Not that. It's different.
If not, except there's some unbalanced equations.
But you can fall in love quick. You can fall in love quick.
No, that's not like I'm saying. Just in case, maybe.
And it also depends on how long you've been with your ex. That factors too, bro.
No.
No, once the baby is in there,
Once baby
it's
is
not
in
really
there,
about the ex. It's
yeah,
about
it's
that
about the
baby.
baby, yeah,
It's
concerning
about
you.
the baby, but like
Yeah.
also it's like, did you guys break up on a bad note, or was it like, oh,
Like, are you trying to say that ex can be your emotional support?
no, obviously I don't think so.
If that's what you're thinking,
If like you can let go of that relationship,
and
maybe
come
while they
back.
are working on the baby, something will not.
something can, there can be some cohesive.
Cohesive.
The baby will not bring essence.
but that's not a bad idea.
No.
Because
Actually,
think about it, it's a season.
if you,
It's
yeah.
a season.
Yes.
Once that
Yeah.
season is over,
Yeah.
we move on to the next season.
Wait, which is
Who is to say that once she puts to bed, you're not going to say, okay, that
Nah.
maternity period, after 3 months of giving birth, you'll
It's
not
like-
give her another
it's
one.
like post-nut clarity.
wow, guys.
You are in for problem.
Nah, but
and it's now a thing where it's like, if because of the baby, you're not trying to reattach yourself to the ex,
Yeah.
if there was a really big reason, underlying reason why you guys didn't work, and you're now trying to make that baby be the reason for you guys to get back together, even if it's short term or long term, it's still going to break again.
I'm never doing that though. Never
yeah.
getting. I'm never being
but
with.
if you think about it, right, being a parent with this is in some scenarios too, right?
Yeah.
This can also be a scenario,
Yeah.
so to say. Being co-parents with this person, right,
Right.
can bring both of you into a different environment or a different I don't know what for lack of better word, ambience.
Anyway, you guys substituted ambience inside this matter. We'll take it.
Energy, right? You guys in
Into a different space.
a different space, right?
Vacuum.
You know, a completely different hemisphere.
Okay. This is a class is in session. A class is in session.
Keep it
Continue.
going.
A different peripheral.
A different roundabout.
A different roundabout.
I want to bring a new word, but let's just go
A
back
different
to
paracos.
just a different space than
Yeah.
than you guys have been before, right? So now you guys are in the more responsibility, parental, loving,
Space.
space, right? I think that can bring a different part of both of you that you didn't see before, right? And that can make you maybe see this person a little bit different, and not really go back to them per se, but it can make you, I guess, fall in love again.
I think that won't work. Because now
But
that child is being the catalyst.
Now you're not doing it because of the child, but now you're doing it because you see this person a little bit differently now.
No, it is still because of the child.
No, the child is a factor.
Is a factor.
Yes, but you're not doing it because of the child. You're doing it because the ambience
that have been created.
They have been created, right?
Due to the arrival of the child. Okay.
Made you see them in a
new light.
Exactly, right?
Okay.
So it's like when you date people, right? And then maybe for some weird reason you guys start working in the same place. You see a completely different side of them. You see the professional side of them, and that might affect your relationship negatively or positively, right? So because you see a completely different side of them,
Right.
that you didn't see before because you guys were at home, right? So it's just it just makes you see
I
them
get.
differently.
Yeah, that's a scenario too.
We'll find out if the scenario actually was going to work. In 20,
we can
in 20 years when
we can try it with you, Dre.
20. Why are you waiting till 20?
When the daughter moves to university, then you will know if
At that point, you better stick to whatever has kept you there.
No,
I swear.
You better stick
At
to
that
whatever
point,
has kept you there. What
about
are you
20
going
years?
out after
God
20 years
damn.
for? What are you doing?
People separate now. Like you figure out you guys were no longer in love. The kid was what kept you guys together, and then you find your way.
After 20 years,
True.
We've been trying to make it work, but it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Yeah, bro. It took us 20 years to realize this.
Yeah,
What the hell?
it does, man. That's what the love of a child does.
Shit happens, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No, shit didn't happen. The kid happened.
That's great. We are officially 8 billion people on planet Earth.
Look at that.
Right.
Sounds very claustrophobic.
Bro, shit, we a lot.
We are a whole
We a
lot.
lot.
No, but somehow among 8 billion people. You know what I was thinking about the other day? Among 8 billion people, right? Canada being one of the biggest countries in the world, we have a very, very small population of
population. Yeah. Yep.
Almost a minute population of that.
Canada's mass doesn't add up. You have
it
so
doesn't.
much land, so
much
people,
land,
and everything's expensive.
Yep.
Bro.
I don't understand.
Yes. And they're building all the houses in one place.
And they're still doing shakara with this, their immigration.
Right?
Like,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, congrats to I guess
Congrats
Mother Earth. You don't have 8 billion children.
That's a lot.
I wonder what your carry capacity is, but I guess we'll find out as climate change.
I don't know if gravity is getting tired. The more the people are increasing. Because it's been holding shit together, bro. Oh man.
So I guess we can start, man. Snow started falling and everybody's misbehaving. Apparently there's been a lot of accidents. So ladies and gentlemen, it's snow season, it's winter's approaching. If it's not here already,
Change your tires.
just
Man.
get your tires. I gotta go check my tire thread.
The tread.
Yeah. To make sure I'm safe because I still have a lot of driving to do.
So are you in a situation where you have mix and match your tires?
No, I got all 4 winter tires.
Or you got all four and they're matching? Bro, the biggest thing that shocked me in Canada is that when you're going to change that, you can't tell them just, this tire, one tire have punctured. I have one spare tire from my garage from, I don't know who owns it. Can you just put it there? They'll say no. It actually have to be
sort of the same
tread or the same family.
The truth is you're going to the rich guys. You got to go to the roadside. There's the roadside guys, but who are not roadside. We have roadside mechanics in Canada, but they're those guys that you have to know them.
They're like
not
kiosk side.
Like, I'm not trying to be technical, but if you do that, if you do the roadside thing, it will mess up your alignments.
We align. every time you change a tire, they charge you for alignment, so they'll figure it out.
Is it the problem? How to fix your alignment? Hold your steering wheel. Hold your steering wheel. As long as the nut that is holding the tire is strong,
bruh.
Hold your steering wheel.
Please don't listen to me now, man. This Canadian winter, your car needs to be aligned.
Your car needs to be very aligned.
Very aligned.
Yeah, man.
There's an accident that happened, and apparently the highway police used that accident to sort of poke fun at, like, I don't know if you guys saw, they poked fun at, like, the guy's tires because he had all season tires. And was it all season or summer? I think it was all season. And so his car flipped.
Summer tires.
Is it summer? Because you have all season. Don't go change us to that tire. Be there, claim it all season. So his car flipped, and when they were making the speech, like on TV and whatever, it was like, yes, you guys, if this guy had winter tires, his car wouldn't be like this. We're not saying it wouldn't be like this, but we're sure
it wouldn't be like
we'll consider that it might not be like this. And then I said, so guys, we're going to flip this car that had all season tires. And we're going to tow the car with its all season tires.
All season tires
in the snow. So ladies and gentlemen, if you know what's right for you, get your winter tires.
Yeah, winter tires.
So man, I understand that a lot of people can get through winter with like all season tires, but I'm against it, man.
You know, I've actually never bought winter tires before since I came to Canada.
This is your first winter traveling between Ottawa and Toronto, right?
No, but I was in Winnipeg before now, and I used to fly between Winnipeg and Calgary. Like,
I don't know how you did it, bro. I don't know how you did it, man. Your grace is definitely different.
No, yeah. You have to drive.
Drive with what? With English.
With ambience.
Hey,
you have to drive with cohesion.
I couldn't do it, man, because you're not just driving for yourself. You're also doing defensive driving for someone who doesn't have winter tires as well, man. Now I've seen so many things on the highway where it's like, I gotta get it.
No, but some people actually put too much trust in their winter tires, though.
Yeah,
like too much trust in their winter tires.
Yeah,
like regardless of whatever tire you have to still drive with sense.
Yeah.
You have to do defensive driving regardless.
Some people lose their sense thinking, oh, nah,
I have winter tires, bro.
Nah, I have winter tires. Let me just, yeah.
Like once that black ice hits you, man, you're like, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's the devil.
That's the
like,
deadly one,
bro.
Devil, man.
Because they forget that when you start hitting brake unnecessarily, once that tire stop to the move, bro, it doesn't mean your car is stopping.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean your car is stopping. Like, you just stop like this, you don't know. You would be thinking you're in math class, inertia.
And you lose complete control.
Bro.
Wherever your car ends up, and then you have every moment, take it.
The next thing you hear how your steering lock.
Yeah.
how your tire
Bro.
lock. Like, bro, it
ABS,
doesn't make
this
sense
one.
anymore.
Nah.
It doesn't make sense anymore. Like, jeez,
Nah,
but
Grammy nominees dropped. So what?
shout out to Burna.
Shout out to Burna, Thames. Who else that has been
I don't know, the only
publicized?
Burna I know actually.
So far, it's
Thames,
Burna and Thames that have been.
Tell me
highly-
what.
I can't remember the category. I think it was best rap song
Huh? Oh, with feature.
with feature
Oh.
and Drake. But you know what's funny? When that song dropped, everyone was like, "No, take out Tim's verse." Like it was sampled,
It was
sampled, and Future was like, "I just put it on there because I like it." So it's crazy that we're now like flipping the script and be like, "Oh yes, Thames."
No, but was the whole song not Thames verse or Thames hook? The whole song.
I
that track.
actually haven't heard the song.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you haven't? Oh shit.
No, you have definitely heard the song. But
I'm
there's
not.
no way
I'm,
I've
I'm,
heard the
I'm not. I've heard it, but I'm not like I didn't listen to it actively. I was like
Yeah?
passively listening.
Oh, wow.
Oh no. See, I think
The entire song is
the way
literally
they,
Thames.
the way they
Oh,
sampled,
really?
the way
Yeah.
they sampled it, right? That was an integral part of the beat.
Yes.
The sample was an
Why?
integral part of the
Why?
beat.
You see, this Nigerian. We
No,
Nigerian.
I think the biggest problem is the fact that knowing that it was a sample, whereas whenever people sample other people's stuff, it's easy. We know it's sample. They don't usually put them as featured. I think the problem was that it was still a sample, but feature still put him as featured.
So
Featuring
isn't that a
Thames.
great?
Yeah.
Isn't that a dope thing to do?
Yeah, that's
Because-
Yeah.
It should be a win for us, but people were
Because people are like, yo, take it off, take it off. We
Yeah.
don't want it. Da, 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 da.
No, because even their rap, their verse, and the Thames sample was cohesive.
They were feeding off of that sample. Yeah, the essence of that of Thames's. Shocking. Yo, we are finished today. It's gonna be a long night.
Krinkum, crankum.
But yeah, man, because as Future was rapping, right? He would say something, and then Thames would say something, and then he would say something. Even when Drake was doing it, was
Yeah, because the sample was like, if the world was ending, would
Then
you
he would
come
say something.
and save me? Would you come and this and blah blah blah? I would die for you. I will wait for you. Right. So they are now wrapping off of that statement. So it's like if the world was ending, so now
Then
they're
he raps
wrapping off
something.
of that storyline.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was an integral.
Exactly.
It gave that song an essence.
yeah. So
Yeah, we are going to finish this night.
By the time I'm done, Essence will no longer be in the dictionary. No, but like I mean, I think it's dope that she got.
Oh,
the
no,
nod.
it is.
So she's got the nominations. I think she's got songwriting credits for Beyonce's album as well.
Yeah.
Not again, but yeah. I wanted to ask: do you guys think that Burna Boy has cracked we call it the Angelique Kidjo formula for Grammys? If he wants to be in the Grammys,
I don't think he has cracked
hasn't
the
cracked it
formula per se. I don't think it's
in terms of being on the Grammys, not necessarily
on the Gram-
winning.
no.
winning,
I don't think he has cracked the formula per se.
He's getting there.
So I don't know if there's a formula to crack. I just
know
think
there is.
I just think
Angelique Kidjo is
No,
everywhere.
I know. Like I'm just saying. Like I feel like once you get on that Grammy level, right? Grammy will always consider you.
Look your way, right? But that can
Like
be
I feel like
similar to
Grammy will
cracking the
always
formula.
consider you, especially.
But that's still the formula. Because
But that can be considered
But
the
still waiting
formula.
for nice.
No,
No. He
Wow.
didn't go at that level. He was trying to throw himself there.
it was
Bro,
prophesying there.
Bro, that thing has to be studied, bro. Like my nigga tried to put his say, no doubt me, I go bring home Grammy. Category.
We're not even doubt the guy, but the guy not even Grammy. We're not doubt the guy, but he don't bring Grammy.
Nah, in fact, it's not even that he didn't bring Grammy. He stopped singing.
How do you think he sings that song today?
Nah, he has to take break. Nah, isn't he a politician now? He has to
He's
think
a
twice.
politician.
Bro, he has to think twice now, bro. Like,
Nah, but that's still a great quotable. It's still a great quotable.
he's like,
But yeah, man, I don't think. I think once you get into that space, into that ambience, Grammys will always consider your body of work, your latest body of work, especially for a category like.
But you have to submit
Like
for
Afro-
the Grammys.
you have to submit your project.
You have to submit it. They don't like.
Yeah, but still, like they will, if as long as you submit.
So as long as you
Yeah.
submit, once your
They
name
will-
pop up,
because
it's like, oh, this guy's
like if Burna Boy, for instance, okay, I would say even next year, right? If Burna Boy submits for the Grammys next year and Ashake submits for the Grammys next year, Burna Boy is
no, but it's still
getting it.
There's still still a hack to it, man. I think there's still in terms of composition of songs, how the songs are done. I think there's still all of that to consider.
Yeah, not really. I think it's clout. I think it's clout. I think once you have enough international clout, I think you'll be there.
There is that, which I think will take time.
Yes,
it will take a little bit. He has entered that subspace. He's getting that subspace.
What of substack?
Take time for who? It will take time for who?
No, Burna Boy, to get to enter the Angelique Kidjo level of, you mean to
win or to win?
To be honest,
always
every year consistently being in the nomination. Bro, every time you look left, Grammy, Angelique Kidjo is in the nomination. Look left, she's there.
She's the poster child.
It's like almost every other year she's now winning it. So it's now like she's always the one to beat in that best African or best album in a foreign, global, in an international or global category, right? It's almost like she's now the person to beat.
And that's similar to what I'm saying, that as long as you submit, as long as Burna Boy submits, right?
He will always be considered.
It would always be considered.
Right.
And if by some odd reason, Angelique Kidjo is not there, Burna Boy is winning it, right? Even if like right now,
right?
This is November, right? This is November of 2022, the whole of 2022. I think Africans can agree that Asake is one of the biggest artists out of Africa right now.
Yeah,
for this year though. For this period.
For sure.
For this, I guess,
sure.
let's just call it for this Grammys period.
Yeah,
it's yearly, right? So let's just say for this Grammys period, right? I don't think Burna Boy and Asake, like, for this Grammy period, not of all time, right? Or for this Grammy period, I think Asake is way up there, right? So even if Asake even if he submits, because Burna Boy is already familiar with the Grammy, they would definitely recognize him more. Like, they won't use the stats.
But another thing that will always put, in as much as Burna Boy is already familiar with Grammy, right? Not just releasing music and getting fans aspect of it. Burna Boy has been in the eye of the public in terms of
international public
stage presence.
Yes,
stage presence. He has been touring the world and giving, not only just randomly touring, he has been giving groundbreaking and record-breaking performances.
Bro.
So record-breaking selling, record-breaking performance is like his energy. You understand? So he has been giving groundbreaking record. He has been giving that in front of. So in as much as when it comes to how much street cred Asake has been developing, Burna Boy has been garnering twice as much as that. Yeah, internationally,
exactly, and I think that's the level you have to get on.
That's the level you have to get
to be in the Grammys' eyes.
Yes,
pretty much.
Yes.
To be honest, is Asake going to get there? I don't know if he's speaking too much Yoruba.
That's my other problem. That's my other problem. I know, like, sometimes when people release songs, there is always this stigma that Afrobeat is getting watered down because people are trying to be mainstream or trying to go internationally. But to be honest, you can't always be stagnant.
No,
you are not going to remain like you want to appeal. Africans go abroad too.
Exactly.
So you want to do something that will attract you. You are exchanging culture.
Yeah.
You understand? So making something that will be internationally recognized is also talent.
Even internationally recognized amongst your people.
Too.
So let's not talk about white people.
Yeah. So let's not look at that watered down aspect. If they're making songs and they're still using pidgin to Englishnize their songs.
Oh my God.
Don't let me start. So if they are still using pidgin to Englishnize their songs and make it internationally accepted, that is also talent. You are finding new ways, to break the barrier and to tap new markets. That's
no, but I think pidgin is the farthest you can go though. Like, once you stop speaking pidgin, then
once you stop speaking pidgin completely, then you have not deviated. You have not deviated completely.
Yeah, but at the barest minimum, speak pidgin. But not every time. You're even within Nigeria, like, not everybody speaks Yoruba. So like, most of us really just vibe to Asake because
The vibe is nice.
You know,
the tune is nice.
We just say Yazala. Hey,
Even
we don't know what to get.
Even if we know the syllable of the Yoruba,
you understand?
We might not be speaking the tone well.
Yeah, exactly.
We might not know what we're saying.
We don't know what we're saying.
Yeah, we don't even know what we're saying, right?
You know, peace and thank you. Hey, you know.
Yeah, sometimes I could just be
know
like,
Yoruba people in the diaspora that can't fully translate.
That can't still fully translate what's going on.
I can't say how many times I've asked somebody, oh, what did he say in that song? He said, I got to listen to the song again.
Yeah.
But I've heard this song like 200 million times. Like, those 200 million times, you didn't know what you were saying.
Shout out to Fireboy. Just shut down the O2 Arena.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
When?
Just this past weekend.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Brought out Ed Sheeran. And Ed Sheeran actually performed like 1 or 2 songs. So that's big.
That's dope,
Yeah.
bro.
It's big,
That's
man.
good.
Guys
That's
doing
good.
arenas now, man.
Well, at this point, Ed Sheeran is
an African.
He's a Nigerian cousin.
He's
He's a cousin to Nigeria.
He's a cousin to Nigeria and Africa. Like, I think he actually...
Africa, I don't know about Africa though. I know about Nigeria for sure.
Well, Ghana, bro. He started mostly with Ghana. He is a G with Fuse ODG.
Yes,
They've done.
But Fuse ODG is more of a British guy than a Ghanaian guy.
But you see, that's one funny thing. Even though that guy is a British, he still sings fully with Stewie.
I know. But then he's more like Fireboy. Didn't grow up in the UK,
right?
To link with Ed Sheeran.
Oh, right.
He made it out of Nigeria, right?
But it's a thing where Ed Sheeran has already familiarized him. He has touched the soil of African soil. He has touched the soil.
So you're saying Fuse ODG is one of the pioneers.
Yeah. So and Ed Sheeran, I will give him full credit because he's one of the few open-minded or like diverse creative
very
artists. For example, Chris Brown too, right?
Yes.
They are one of those guys that like is a music thing for them. Once they are feeling it, they want to find a way to be closer.
Let's focus on Ed Sheeran because he's not black. He's not black at all.
He's not black at all. Yeah.
So it's like,
bro, I tell you, Ed Sheeran did. If you listen to a few of his songs, he has songs. Fuse ODG featured him. And he has songs that he featured.
Exactly.
He was speaking Twi. He wasn't speaking just Pidgin or English. He was speaking Twi in the thing. That's him singing chorus for Fuse ODG. So he doesn't just want to do a chorus or do a music with you.
He wants to integrate himself.
He wants to integrate himself
to be cohesive.
Yes. Yeah, he's finding the essence.
I believe that Ed Sheeran is drinking Zobo.
He's drinking Zobo. So I feel like I admire Ed Sheeran for that. Like, he's a raw talent. And his writing abilities.
Mad.
Speaking of Ghanaians, Mr. Easy made a post where he says, whatever a big booty can do, a small booty can do.
Cap.
Cap. Bro, what's for your cap? I've been a bonnet.
Please say. Like, I'm not even a booty guy. Like, but nah, you can't. Come on now, dog.
Come on now.
Yeah. Even if they've done this thing where it's like, oh, small nyash they shake. Let's not drag it too much. Yeah, please.
Nah, you said it because I remember I was at the club and obviously like, I was a party and then the song came on. You know the Toby Shank thing, small nyash they shake, and then like, honestly, like in the corner I could see this girl just like
trying,
just like it was vibrating.
By the way, I can't really involve myself in this conversation.
No, I know.
It's alright. We'll carry this conversation.
I would love to, though.
The words of a married man.
You better not love. You better keep it inside.
I cannot involve myself in this conversation. So I must stand back.
But like, let's touch on that for a second. Do you think that?
Wow! I said I don't want to involve myself in this conversation.
No.
Do meeting, please.
This is what I ask is that you not? Like, I understand that you're married, but I'm trying to decipher if
I have this kind of conversations.
No, if it's the married thing to do. Do you get where I'm coming from? Because I think that there are married men who have conversations like this.
Depends on where and who I'm having the conversation with.
Okay.
And who we are referring to in the conversation.
So, okay. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, if I'm married and I'm still doing a podcast, like, will I be able? Obviously, we've grown maturity, but sometimes things like this will be thrown, and I'm thinking like, can I have these conversations?
Yeah, you can.
As a
Just not more than 7 seconds. Now, 7 seconds.
7 seconds is too much. It's too long. It's too long.
You can't have a conversation for more than 7 seconds.
Once you have been going like this, you just look your guy.
Exactly.
That's crazy, man.
And you always want to stay away from topics that are very controversial that could hit home unnecessarily. Unnecessarily, you understand?
Real quick, I just want to give a big shout out to Benny Bing, who's a visual artist. Apparently, he just got a deal with Old Navy.
Old Navy,
his t-shirt
shit.
to do his t-shirts. The distribution, they have a deal. Not sure the details are, but it's big, man. He's been doing art for a very long time.
Yeah,
since Giddy Lounge days, man. I remember Benny Bing. So shout out to Benny Bing, man.
Shout out to you.
I don't know if you guys saw this Congolese man who came to get 60K from Dragon's Den in Canada, and then left with 600,000.
Yeah.
Bro.
And congratulations to the man. But like, there's this always conversation where, now I might be off course, but there's a conversation where people say when you have an exact number that you want, right? They say always ask for more. Do you think that if he had come in with like a grander, bigger number, he would have walked away with the money he did?
I have a completely different take on this particular subject, so let's just go to Imina.
Okay, so for me, it might. I'm not going to say fully because this one played out this way, or we already know the result of him asking for the amount he did and getting way more, right? So I'm not going to say if he had asked, but I think it plays a role. Whereas, like in the sense that if he had asked for too much, people will now start weighing your demand over what you're offering. It will not diminish the value of what you're offering. But if you are humble with your request, and then your value now outweighs what you request, that plays a big role. So which is what I think he did, and which what played in his favor. So I guess how you could work the other way.
My question is, should we be humble, or should we?
You should be humble, but don't. Yes. But don't. What's that thing that girls tell themselves? Your price. Don't.
Fumble the bag.
Nah, guys, yeah.
Like don't reduce your price or something like that, right? Yeah. Know your worth. Know your worth. Yeah. That kind of thing, right?
So what do men tell themselves?
Bro, that was my next question, man.
Oh no, men, maybe they tell them secure the bag. I don't know.
Wow. So women, know your what? Men, secure the bag. But anything's necessary.
Because now our bag go pay for that what? No more, you have to dip it too.
Oh, man.
But what's your take? I want to hear your entire take.
My entire take is like a bit of what Imina said, right? He came to ask for a small amount, right? And I think he asked for a small amount because I don't think he even needed a lot of money,
right,
for
what his plan was,
for the vision that he had at that point in time.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what his vision was, but from the amount of money that he asked for, it clearly wasn't a massive vision, right?
Right.
The second part of that particular encounter is the guy. What's his name? Bay Street. What's his name? I've forgotten his nickname. But that guy gave him that offer. I don't think he gave him the offer because he actually worked out the numbers in his head. He gave him the number because he's a black guy. He's a black man that's connected to his story.
Yeah, his story.
Right? And if you watch that
I haven't fully watched it.
Yeah, if you watch that episode, he even started crying.
Yeah.
The guy started crying, right?
Yeah.
So you could tell he was so passionate about the guy's story, right?
The guy's story, right?
About him starting from somewhere and going to do his masters and this and that, and then eventually coming to Canada, not seeing his family for so long, right? Like he could relate to that story. He's like, I'm going to help this guy out of this story.
Right.
So I think that was what, again, I might be wrong, but I think that was what was at the back of his mind, which is very beautiful to see.
Yeah.
Right?
It's almost like he created a new vision for that dream.
Yes.
Too,
So
right?
he's like, you know what? I'm going to give you as much money as I can, right?
Right.
I think he was just throwing numbers out, you know, and just giving the guy, like, I'm going to give you as much money as I can to make sure that you, not your family, ever have to go through this again, right? And I think that's very beautiful to see, right? So I don't think he really processed the numbers. I don't think Gal even knows what he was even. Bro, it's jollof rice sauce. I don't think that guy.
No, he's a businessman. Let's not take that away from him.
I need to know where those jollof rice sauce is. That thing will save my life. People like me that can't cook for shit.
You understand?
I need it. He cooked it in 5 minutes?
I'm like, bro.
And jollof apparently originally came from Congo. So
yeah. I thought it was from Senegal.
Well, their neighbors know.
But what if they're not neighbors?
Then they'll cancel me on this podcast.
But yeah, man, I think ultimately, I think that particular encounter was a lot more about him connecting to this guy's story, and I think ultimately that's why. Again, I'll say that, like I'll say it's I will resound it again, like we've always heard.
Yeah,
that's why representation matters. You know,
right,
just imagine if there was no black guy on that show because nobody even considered his offer.
His offer, right?
Like,
I haven't watched the full part.
Nobody else.
That's
could give a better offer than that.
They were just asking him questions, and even when that guy gave an offer, right?
They told him to take it.
They told him take it because
Nobody
I don't even have it's not even a better offer. I don't have an offer for you.
I don't have an
You know, like, so it's like,
just to confirm, Congo and Senegal are not close.
They're not close.
They're on different coasts. So I take that back.
So you know, so I think it's very beautiful to see. That's why we, you know, so I think ultimately, I think that's what that encounter was about. It was really about people connecting with each other and us empowering our community, right? And I think that's it's very beautiful to see.
Yeah. I actually, on that note that you're talking about, I saw something on Instagram just today, actually, right? And that's on Dragon's Den too. It's going on Dragon's Den. So, and that's somebody that we might have actually encountered, Zoba Martin.
She's going on there?
She posted something. She said finally there that is going her stuff. So he said,
who is that?
Actually, Zoba Martin. She's a designer. She's a designer. She has made a lot of. She
designed for Drake.
She designed one of the, you know, that Drake's video that he married multiple women.
I've not watched the video, but I know the video.
But one of the wedding dresses, one of the main characters there, one of the ladies, she designed the wedding dress, and she has designed multiple wedding dresses. Like she's so Nigerian. Yeah.
So what's she going on? She's going to look for an investor. She's going to
probably
be the investor.
Yeah. So she said it's actually happening.
She's going to look for an investor.
She's going to look for an investor. That's good.
Yeah. She posted, I think it was today. Yeah. It's actually happening. Zoba Martin, #Zoba Martin will be featured on the 17th season finale of Dragon's Den. Tune in, blah, 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 on Thursday, November 17th. Actually, tune in tomorrow from when we are recording. So yeah. So it's actually big. So she has put her stuff out there. So I wish her luck and
good luck to you, Zoba. Hopefully,
like Zoba.
I think she'll be able to swing some heads, man. Yeah. She's really got a dope.
Her needlework is crazy.
She's got a dope outfit.
Her needlework is crazy.
Her needlework is crazy.
Wow. But no. So just to confirm, Senegal apparently. I'm making sure I'm correcting myself on this.
Please.
Jollof allegedly was invented in Senegal.
In Senegal, yes.
Yes, so I just want to correct that.
And they are not on the same coast.
No, they're not on the same coast, man. That you will have to. If you try it, you might die.
You won't pass Mali.
Wakanda, Black Panther. We've all seen it. You saw it yesterday.
Oh, he saw it. Okay.
Yeah, he saw it yesterday. What are your thoughts? First of all, I just want to say, like, I didn't cry. So that doesn't make me heartless, though. I just want to say, because
I didn't cry.
But at what point were people crying?
I want to know.
I don't know.
I want to actually know where.
Is it the end? Because
I don't know if it's the suffering we suffered in this life that you can't just cry for anything.
I don't know. Like it was like, like what is it?
I think my ultimate take on the Wakanda is on the Wakanda Forever Black Panther movie is I just love how inclusive it was. I think that's ultimately what it is for me. I think finally, a big movie that is coming from our community, the Black community, right? That is including a lot of people from the Black community, right? And even other people of color, right?
Yeah.
So it's I think that's ultimately the again, I might be maybe I've not really gone through all the casts and everybody, but I think from what I saw, it was very inclusive, even in terms of music, in terms of just different things. And I sat there. We all sat there for the credits, but I was actively looking at the credits. Actually, I was actively watching the credits because I know
there are plenty. I only catch Kamaru's.
because I knew that there was something after the credits, so I was just watching the credits, and to be honest, there were a lot of you will see a lot of names that's again, I don't really know what black names or Spanish name sounds like, but I don't know what like a typical white name sounds like, but you know, but a lot of the names sounded very people of color, like I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah,
no, I get it.
But I think ultimately, I love how
lot of blacks, Latinas.
Yes,
Latinas,
yes. I just love how inclusive it was.
Yes.
I love how inclusive it was. Like
White,
the
Asian,
storyline. Again, as a filmmaker, I think I watch these things differently too. So
very differently.
Yeah. So I watch it very differently. So
I agree with your thought process and the whole like it being inclusive. I think they honored Chadwick, the very best way they could. I think it's a good movie. I think everybody should see it. And I think the one thing about the movie is everybody takes something away from it. Yeah, that's the crazy thing about it. Everybody takes
one thing.
You take a different expectation, you take a different angle, or you completely blown away by what has changed and how they're able to represent themselves and all that kind of stuff. So it's a great movie because everybody takes a different thing away from the movie. And I just want to give them a big congrats. I think they're like 200 and something at the box office now. 200 million. Yeah. Not $200, 200 million at the box office right now.
I think they just got an award for the highest grossing movie in November.
In November.
In November because
in November.
Yeah. So I might be wrong, but you can fact check that.
But
I'm not sure what to
achieved
for cohesiveness.
they achieved something, and I really want to appreciate Marvel for giving Ryan Coogler space to do his thing, because he wrote the script. Actually, he wrote the script, directed and did the screenplay, right? So they actually gave him space to try to do his thing, to put a story together that can, because I saw in one of the interviews that they interviewed Ryan Coogler, so I'm not trying to do a spoiler for the movie, but one of his interviews, he said, the year, actually it wasn't Ryan Coogler, it was that big guy, what's his name again? Mbaku, one of his interviews, he was like, since the pandemic started from 2009, the past 3 years has been like a year, or have been like a period of loss. A lot of people have lost so much, even as a country, as a universe, you understand, we've lost a lot, and this movie is actually a good way to bring everybody's emotion together, right? I think they did a good job at that. Ryan did a good, so I applaud Ryan and Marvel for putting this thing together. So I was talking to my manager today, right? So he was asking me how the thing, he hasn't gone to watch it yet. So I told him, like, in as much as I don't want to do spoiler but please go to watch the movie with an open mind.
Yes, and
just go to watch the movie with an open mind. Don't have an expectation due to the success of the first one or due to whatever you see on the first one, but have an open mind.
But I think what's just to add to what you just said about having an open mind.
Right.
I think the story, I'm not a comic guy. I'm not a comic book guy like that. It's comic, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah, comic. Yeah,
so I'm not a comic guy. I'm not a Marvel guy.
I don't read. I'm a Marvel guy.
Bro, I don't really watch. Bro, I went to watch X-Men 3 times and I slept all 3 times. Like, I don't follow all these things.
You're rude for that.
Nah, you're rude. That's not good, fam. Like, you can't be saying that, bro.
Like, I don't follow this Superman, Batman versus Ant-Man.
At least the movies. Try to watch the movies.
Bro,
reading the comics is a different thing.
Bro, the movies bore me, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Again, these are amazing movies. I'm not taking away from the movie. I'm just saying it's not my kind of movie, right? So, watching the first Black Panther, I really went to watch the first Black Panther because,
Black superhero.
Yeah, black superhero is the black thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm a black man. Bro, everybody's watching it. Like, why haven't you watched it?
Right.
So I went to watch it, and to be honest with you, I think I had to get insights on the story. Right. So understand even a little bit of the story. I still didn't understand the whole of the story, but I enjoyed the move. I enjoyed the viewing experience, but I don't think I really got to understand the story per se.
Fully, right?
Because I didn't. Because there's some
There's
other
interconnecting
details.
movies. Yes.
Yeah, there's some other
The
details.
MC,
Exactly that I had to know before watching that. Right. But this one, the story is in itself.
Is in itself, yes.
Yes, the story is not connecting to Ant-Man, Batman, Superman, Marvel. It's the story is in itself.
Yes.
The only I think the only detail you need is Chadwick.
Chadwick, yeah.
That is the only detail you need.
But once you know that he was a
Chadwick,
superhero.
Yes, he was the Black Panther.
He was the Black Panther.
And
that's all you need.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
The story of this movie is in itself. You can watch it in isolation of any other Marvel. This thing.
You're right.
And I think that's why I really, really enjoy this particular one.
Who is your favorite superhero? I know you don't watch it.
I don't get superhero, bro.
That's the problem. That's the problem. How come now? Why?
But yeah, shout out to Black Panther, the entire cast, the directors, the entire crew, man. It's one for the culture. Speaking of culture, man, Wizkid is headlining Scotiabank.
Yep. First time.
Yeah. So this is my problem. And we were talking about Wizkid in the beginning of the podcast, and I don't know how much is going to make it onto the actual podcast, but I wanted us to sort of, I guess, I'll get your take on that, but then I wanted us to rank Wizkid's projects, right? Either from like whatever number you want to do it from, and we'll see where everybody kind of.
As an album,
his projects. That's the word. That's the word that.
Like what projects?
So,
project in what sort of collection?
So albums that he's released technically. So we have what you call it, Made in Lagos, the deluxe edition. Then we have Sounds from the Other Side. Then we have Ayo. We have More Love, Less Ego, Superstar, and then we have Made in Lagos.
So wait, are you going to add both Made in Lagos and Made in Lagos Deluxe?
Well, they both have new tracks on there, no?
But still, it's like a replacement, isn't it? That's how it works. You replace.
It's usually an album. It's usually an album with extra tracks.
Then it replaces the old one because it has everything the old one has with extra.
So if you just count just the extra, okay. Take out the deluxe.
Sorry, what are the albums again?
So there's Made in Lagos, Superstar, Sounds from the Other Side, Ayo, and
More Love, Less Ego.
More Love, Less Ego. So while you think about it for a second, he's headlining Scotiabank Arena in March 2023.
March 19th. Guys, my birthday is March 17th. My birthday is March 17th.
Okay, so
if I want anything that year, it's two things. It's two things. One of them is,
when is Wizkid coming?
March 19th.
On your birthday is March 17th.
March 17th. So if I want two things, either you get me ticket to that one or you get me ticket to Dreamville concert in North Carolina.
How are you gonna get to North Carolina?
Leave that one. Just buy me the ticket and bring me or let me.
That's what I'm going to buy for you.
Are you not a winch? Are you not a winch? You better book me hotel.
Go 50-50 on it.
Book me hotel.
Oh, man. That's crazy because I'm trying to decide if I'm actually going to the concert for Wizkid or for the culture.
Bro, I think a bunch of people that are going to that concert are going for the culture.
For the culture.
Yeah, but
they're going for the culture and for the company. Yeah.
But I think that Wizkid is going to try to pull all the stops for this one.
Sorry?
I think he's going to try to pull all the stops for this one. I think he's going to actually give us an experience.
Yes.
I think so.
But for it to really be an experience, it's going to bring a lot of people though.
People have to start flying into the country. Like we need to be here in Canada. Canadian loud is different.
Yeah. Like a lot of people has to come for it to be an experience.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what I was saying about, like, I think most of the biggest songs from Wizkid are with people.
No. I won't put that. I won't put it like that. Most of his biggest songs are
minus. Well, like, are you sure?
Well, to be honest, Wizkid, a lot of people are still core fans now. People will still rate Superstar album.
Not to feel Scotiabank Arena though.
No. I know not to feel Scotiabank.
Bro, the Superstar fans won't feel half of Scotiabank Arena.
I know the one.
The fans of today know the songs that he had with people.
The truth is we the Superstar fans. We're going to be in the bleachers.
Yeah, exactly.
that then we did. You don't pass. But no, I think it's a big move. I think I don't know why Burna Boy didn't do it first. Because Burna Boy could have done it.
He could have.
Bro, easily.
Could have done it first.
Yeah, easily. Actually. And he wouldn't have to bring a lot of people. That's true.
But he's doing it first, and he's doing MSG tonight apparently. So I hope that goes well.
What's MSG?
Madison
Square Garden.
In New York.
Burna Boy or
Wizkid.
Oh, nice.
So I think
it's big now.
They're trying to one up each other because Burna Boy did MSG first, and then Wizkid is doing it now. So maybe whatever Wizkid is doing Scotiabank Arena first.
Burna Boy will now come.
Yeah. But it's been a long time coming. I mean, so not a long time coming, but it's been a long journey to get to that point.
Yeah.
I keep telling people that there was a time Wizkid came to this country. No one would agree to this. Even Wizkid said, "We don't agree." His first show here was at a banquet hall. I keep telling people this. He couldn't perform because it was sold out. Like he couldn't get into the venue.
Are you serious?
He couldn't get into the venue. That's how big it was when he first came. But he won't count it. We'll allow it slide. We'll say his first time here was at Rebel.
What's
A
Rebel. Yeah.
What year was this?
Bruh, this
2012,
was
I think.
I can't remember what year, man. 2014, 2013. Man.
I
Years,
think
man.
between around that time.
The people that don't know.
2012.
The people that don't know.
There was a year. I think that was the concert.
At that time,
Was
DJ
it-
exclusive came.
Where was it? Was it at Finch?
It was in
100
Finch.
Finch?
Or somewhere. I don't know the address. I don't know. It was not 1,000. No, it was not 1,000.
It was on 100 Finch.
No. He never came to 1,000 Finch. That was Davido.
There was one concert that I was supposed to go for in 2014. It was a Nigerian artist. It never happened because there were so much people there.
Yeah,
I think I
it
forgot.
was probably Wizkid.
It was probably the
Wizkid.
Wizkid one, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Wizkid's projects. Which are your top 3, top 4?
Top 3. Like I actually have to open each of the albums to see.
I've had a chance to think about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with Sounds from the Other Side. Ayo. Actually, sorry. Made in Lagos. Sounds from the Other Side. Ayo. No, sorry. Made in Lagos. Ayo. Sounds from the Other Side. And Superstar.
It's the other side for me. For me, it is the thing is I never fully absorbed Sound from the Other Side. That is why I don't put it in top 3.
What do you mean?
For me, right? Wasn't Sound from the Other Side?
Bro, so many songs. Sweet Love, Come Closer, Naughty Ride, African Bad Girl, Daddy Yo.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's why.
I had to open the album to see.
Yeah.
This album was actually
That's why
fire.
it's Made in Lagos,
Still.
Ayo,
Yeah.
Sounds from the Other Side. And,
Made in Lagos for me.
That's your what, number 1?
Yeah, that's my number 1.
Okay.
Superstar.
Number 2.
Superstar number 2. Oh, Superstar is forever classic. And then number 3 is between that one,
Sounds from the Other Side.
Sounds from the Other Side and this one now. And this
More Love, Less Ego?
More Love, Less Ego, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for me, Superstar on top.
Mm-hmm.
Superstar on top because I can legit enjoy the album from beginning to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was when I was a very core Wizkid fan. Made in Lagos next. Made in Lagos was an exceptional album as well. Maybe Sounds from the Other Side. Sounds from the Other Side because I think I enjoy the songs on that album more than the songs from Ayo. I think the only song from Ayo that I really enjoy is Ojo Legba. Because they know my story.
You know what? Let me actually look up that. Let me look at the track list.
From where? From Ayo?
From Ayo.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, with the reason why my Made in Lagos is it for me is because he actualized his experiments on that one. And for 2 whole years, this song stayed on the Billboard top chart, Billboard 200 for 2 whole years. The first African album to remain on the chart for 2 whole years.
Yeah.
People are mentioning it was a groundbreaking achievement for him to achieve a sound of that level. You understand? He's he mastered his craft there. And Starboy for me as a second is
Starboy? What's Starboy?
Is it not Starboy?
Is that the name of the album?
Superstar.
Superstar, yeah. Sorry. Superstar for me is because it's his first album, right?
Mm-hmm.
But bro, the songs there is he was singing. The hunger was there and the talent was there. It was the raw everything. It was the raw everything.
No condom.
Yes. He just busted through the scene and he gave birth to everything else that came out.
You see? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to stick with Superstar #1.
Made in Lagos.
No. Sounds from the Other Side #2. Made in Lagos #3.
Oh.
And Ayo #4. And if I had to bring Soundman in, I'll put Soundman before Made in Lagos.
Soundman, oh my god.
Soundman is legendary.
Soundman is legendary. I think you should actually go and check out that Soundman. You won't find it as Wizkid. You'll find it as Starboy.
Yeah, Starboy.
You'll find it, search Starboy, and then you find it as Starboy. Okay. Yeah, it's an EP. It's like 8 or 7 tracks.
So I wanted to ask you a question, right? I saw this video.
Me?
It was a married couple.
Or the
podcast. You probably have a better answer because you're married.
You're married.
We are single.
I'm only like a few months in this game, man.
we are
married. Anybody who think I'm married for like 10 years, I'm still learning, bro.
Depending on who you ask yourself, you say few months. Ask madam, she's been married since for a long time. No, I saw this video where this guy was getting married and the pastor was doing their vows and everything, and the pastor asked the lady to do her vows. So she brought out the paper.
Why she blew it?
She blew the thing off.
I saw it.
That guy actually composed himself. He composed himself.
But I think they've been together for a long time, bro.
I think it was like 15 or something.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, like, is there a long time being together before you marry, or is there a long time being engaged before you marry?
Both.
So what's the limit?
And I say both because it only really starts counting in your 20s. It only really starts counting in your 20s, right? You know what? It only really starts counting in your mid-20s.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's really...
So anything before that is null and void?
No, nullify everything that you have done.
It's not really...
This guy will just go and go.
No. Let me explain. Let me explain.
You're going to whitewash everything.
No. Let me explain.
I'm about to call my ex and be like, the number of years we had. Oh, man. We have to cut it.
No, I mean the penalty starts counting, right?
Right.
The penalty starts counting in your mid-20s. And I say that because there are some people who are like high school sweethearts, for instance, you know. They started, bro, like I've met people that they will tell, we met each other in elementary school. I'm like, bro, like, are you really? You know? So they were together from elementary school. So let's say, okay, they started dating, quote unquote, right? When they were 13. Right? And they got married at 28, which is a considerably early time to get married, quote unquote early, right? They have been together for how long is that?
I won't say that's early. 28 is not early at all.
Cool.
Early is between early is 25.
No, I put that in quotes because
I
put that in quotes because I think the optimal age, according to I guess statistics, is 30-31. Right? That's the optimal age of marriage.
For which gender?
For both genders, actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man.
Who write that?
I don't know. I
wish I could tell you. But I think the optimal age is really 30-31.
Based on society.
Right? Based on society.
Okay,
based on, you know. But so 28 is it's not early, you know, but
based on that optimal
based on that optimal age,
it's
like early, right?
Yeah, right.
So that couple have been, if they actually get married at 28, they have been together for how long is
3 years. You say mid-20s.
Mid-20s,
bro. No, the penalty.
Okay.
The penalty starts at mid-20s. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm following.
Okay. 15 years.
Oh my god. So they've been together for 15 years, right?
Yeah.
So if you really think about it, they've been together for 15 years. But, bro, it's up until the 25th year, really. You know, like if they had broken up at like when they were like 23.
Yeah.
I think it's still a very optimal age for both of them to still start a fresh relationship
And
that can land them marriage at 28 still. You understand? Like,
okay, I see where you are.
but if they're broken up at 26,
Yeah.
fam, like starting a fresh relationship at 26 that's going to land you marriage at 28 is most likely not possible. You know, most likely, you know, there's of course
it happens,
but most likely, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I think up until like your 25th year, it really doesn't. The penalty doesn't really start counting per se. You know, like I was having this conversation with somebody, and then they were telling me about how this guy that's 29 just broke up with his babe for 10 years.
That don't make sense.
So they've been together since 19.
Since 19.
Right? Something like that, bro. That's heinous, man.
Yeah,
Bro, like you took away their prime.
yes.
The whole of the prime,
The
like,
whole season. The whole season.
But we can't blame the guy. We can't just blame the guy. The
No.
girl too.
No.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
a blame thing right now. It's not a blame thing.
No, it's not a blame thing. But they both, I think, and that's exactly what I was saying actually, because the conversation was more about them blaming the guy, and I think I had to step in and say no. Like even the babe, like
She stayed.
she gave away her prime,
Yeah.
like the entire time, right? So it's like,
wait, were they not blaming the guy for keeping the girl that long without marrying her?
yes, that's exactly what the conversation was about.
It will not be. It will
was
definitely
like-
not be the guy wasting his prime time. The people will definitely know. Yeah.
Yeah, so same, right?
Yeah.
The guy's also wasted his prime, like.
But it won't
But-
be. That won't be the argument.
No.
Yeah.
No, that won't be the argument,
Yeah.
because now the guy's in his 30s, right? It's not his prime anymore. Like anybody that's dating a 30 plus guy, it's a different ambiance. You know,
Stratosphere.
you know, it's a different ambiance. You know, the ambiance is not the same, right? As dating a 20-something.
Damn, I haven't even started. I never even entered a relationship. And you're already condemning the one that we get into in the future.
No, but this is a trick question though. So let's forget about the guy's optimal age. If the woman is way younger though, can we then work with her own optimal age?
Wait, if the woman is way young, I don't
Way
understand.
younger. So like for example, like you're 30, the girl is 26.
Right.
You like she still has like at least, you know.
Yeah, but time is sticking for the guy.
Time is sticking.
Yeah, how
Yeah, time is sticking for the
It's
guy.
not really
because-
that much for guys. No.
No. Like
that 4 years from her to 22 to 30,
No,
things
time,
can turn around. for
time
the
is
guy.
sticking for the guy because the guy has less years to make that decision to marry this babe. Because if the babe is like 26 and she's looking to get married at like 28, 29, right? This guy has only 3 years from when they actually meet
People, but
get married.
But girls think that is a lot, though.
3 years?
Girls think that is a lot.
Bruh.
Girls think that's a lot.
I think it depends. I think it
Bro,
depends on the relationship.
girls want to know from month
For,
3.
yeah, you know,
From month
on your
3.
second date, you're
On
supposed
your
to know.
second date, what's your plans for me? What are we?
You know, so I think that's the mindset you have when you're in your 30s. I think when you're in your 30s, you have to be more intentional because time.
But I have this theory, yeah, that when we were younger, right, in our 20s, right, whether we were dating or
Bro, I'm
not.
still in my 20s, bro.
Are you okay? Who said we're in our 30s?
You said when we were in our 20s.
Early 20s.
Early 20s, that's what he
yeah,
said.
Okay, good.
Don't be confused by age and the hour on this podcast.
I'm 19, Sha.
Being in our early 20s, when we wanted to date, for some weird reason, it was hard to sort of meet girls that wanted to date. Like, it was like most of them were dating older people.
Yes.
And so they were dating older people. Now, when we were trying to date, we probably were not loaded. We didn't have cash. We were probably staying in university and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
My theory is that by the time you get to a certain age, 30, whatever plus, a certain portion of society starts making it as men.
Right.
So my thing is, why would you want to now say you've made it or you've now like started making small money? Your next move is to settle
You
down.
should not settle down.
I think what you just explained, right, is a conversation that women don't understand that men go through.
Yeah.
So when people make statements like you know, like when people are talking about men to women relationship and how it takes men a lot longer to arrive at that.
I want to settle
This is
down.
my bus stop.
Yeah.
Like, it's because the whole phase, quote unquote, really starts late because you need money
to actually be a
you know, to actually be whole
For guys,
you know,
yeah.
for guys. So
Yeah.
except you have some magnificently handsome human being.
you are a magnet.
You know,
Yeah,
so
that
or
is people, yeah.
that's one factor. Or somehow you just bag this babe that really loves you, right?
Right.
You know, then
Which is
the babe-
scarce.
Which is scarce. You
Yeah.
know, then the babe will. But women think that is very, very common.
Yeah.
Somehow, somehow women think, begging, but with a love, well, what guys now like? Really? It's not a common thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's either you just bag yourself this babe that loves you, or somehow you are a very, very magnificently handsome guy.
Yeah.
Because even if it's your bed game, you need a date to get to the bed game. You know, so
You're right.
like before you get to the bed game, like so many other stuff to have happened, you have to have had a chance.
Yeah.
You know, to even make a babe stay because of bed game. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like when society is having the conversation, let me not say women, when society is having the conversation about men settling down late, like things like this is what people don't talk about, like bring into the conversation to help them understand better. Like, this is exactly what it is, you know. So
Now people ask me why like people like, why would you? I just started making money.
like, so your whole phase just started.
No,
Ladies and gentlemen,
I this is my whole phase just started.
Yeah, hey, you're about to start fire.
I take that back. Please delete this part from this podcast.
No, it's not
If
what
I
I-
hear,
Nah,
put it.
I've lived my whole phase, but I was just one of those guys that
Is that what it?
I've lived my whole phase.
So you had a whole phase.
Every man has had a whole phase.
Not me though. I did joke.
Some type of whole phase. Even if it's not all the way up, all the way down. Some people have had their whole phase.
Yeah, man.
But no, I just want to just bring that in because I think like a lot of men that I know now who are in their late 20s, 30s, just started like getting to good positions in their life, and the next thing in their mind is not to settle down. They want to travel the world. They want to see
date.
places. They want to date. They want to experience cultures and all that kind of
What's
stuff.
out there? Yeah.
And that they can't be having that kind of long conversation with a woman where it's like, let's figure it out. Nah.
But still, the ones that are actually making decisions to settle down now, because obviously there is that conversation where in the 20s the girls also want you to settle down then, or they find men in the 20s not serious enough, which is why girls in their early 20s date older men, right? So I find it that guys too, when they get to their late 20s and 30s, right, which is when they start, some of them start getting into better position, getting in their bag. That's when they can actually be in the mindset of settling down. And in turn, maybe the girls that were of our same age group have already gotten married to people that were older. So now we are probably looking for girls that are a little bit lower on the age grade.
I think times have changed though. I think we're in an era where people are dating their age group. I don't think
they're waiting now.
Yeah, I don't think like the time of a husband and wife having like a 7-8 year gap.
You're right.
I think at that time has passed. I think now it's more of a 2-3 years gap.
Now I don't even mind if they are older, self.
Yeah, you understand? 2-3 years gap either way.
I haven't still got to my sugar mama. I advertised this thing how many months ago.
So I think times have changed. So which makes it even harder, according to our conversation, because now this 30-year-old guy is meeting this 29-year-old babe. The 30-year-old guy just really started making money, like,
and the pressure is now worse.
You understand? You know, the 30-year-old guy just started making money like in his 29, like a year ago.
Yeah,
you know, the babe has been around the block.
Yeah,
for 6 years already, and she's tired. She wants to settle down, right?
Right.
Yep.
But the guy has not been around the block yet.
He just started looking at the block.
Yeah, you know, he just found out that there's a block set. You know, so he needs to go around the block as well.
Let's take a quick spin.
You know, and then
in his Tesla.
He needs to go around the block as well. So now they are both in a they have when he goes around the block, now he gets on the same headspace with this babe that has been around the block.
She's moved on.
So now, but then, thank you. But then she has moved on because now the guy is 34. You know, he went around the block for 5 years.
Yeah.
But the babe, she has stopped being around the block like since 29.
And you know the funny thing? The block is just there. People will go through many years. No, you go through many years. You either come to the block or you leave the block. But the block
does not move.
The block just they look us.
There's always someone inside the block. Before we get out of here, I wanted to ask, man. I saw this quick article, and I'll read it after you guys answer. But it says, "How do you guys win an argument with a partner, or how did you win an argument with an ex when you guys get to an argument?" I don't want to point to the most married man in the room, so I'll go first.
Yeah, go first.
How this doesn't work for everybody, but like we'll get to an argument, man. I believe that this one sounds very, very toxic. I believe that the argument sex is the best.
Argument sex is the best.
But you guys finish argument to get argument text now.
No, as she's arguing with me.
Just
what I have
take
done,
over clues.
Wait, I need to understand. You're tear bra.
Just
you know those movies where you know those movies they are
just drag a shit.
you know those movies where they
That's
are
toxic, bro.
Bro, this guy is different, bro.
You know those movies where like they be arguing, they just start pushing each other, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith now back in the day. They just push each other. You know, it's like getting aggressive. But no, that's not what I do. No,
Are you sure? Because I'm doubting. I don't.
You know the funniest part of this conversation?
Yeah.
He didn't say argument kiss.
Yeah. He said sex.
He went straight to sex.
He went straight to
so
sex.
I was getting to that. That's
No, you were not getting to
anything.
You did not romance.
No.
You did not romance. Bro, you went to sex.
You just collect.
That's the end result. Obviously, getting to that point.
Really?
Yeah, you. When she's
He didn't make that known.
when she's arguing,
Because he's sick.
This is like taking different routes to arrive at the destination. No, but basically, like if I had an argument with my ex, and you know, I didn't want to have the argument anymore. At that point in time, it will start with some fondling, some caressing, and she'll be like, "Don't stop." I'm trying to make a point. Stop.
Let me
make these points.
So my question is this during the argument or this is post-argument?
It's
during the argument.
Because I don't know why girl they go the vest. They touch your breast, they look you.
But I'm trying to understand the mechanics behind it.
Is your hand magnet? When you touch the breast, they cannot remove it.
No. The argument is obviously between like there's bursts. She doesn't just brrr, she'll stop now. Once she stop,
you hold breast. No.
Oh boy! Once you get some more brick,
you play around a little bit. Nah, but that was my thing, man. Just staying in her face and just
You never argue with violence people. The ones that have violence.
don't tell you slap, bro.
But if you like pain, that could lead.
Damn, you're a sadist. That person is a sadist.
No.
That's a different hemisphere.
Your BDSM. I mean, what do they call kink? Now kink, they call those people. Their kink, they different.
No, but I'm not joking. But like, it's happened. But like, we were arguing, and I'm like, I tried to kiss her, and she's like, "Well, don't kiss me," and she hit me, and then he said that to set me back. It propelled me further.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm like, okay,
damn.
That's the mood we're getting in, and then obviously, like, you know, you don't get too vivid, but yeah, you get the point.
So that one way we say now, I don't watch all those porn aggressions. Now so she go talk, you just slap her, maybe you just hit her small.
It's not porn, but
it's like that's the script you're playing.
It's worked. So
it worked.
It has.
It has worked
multiple times.
No. The thing is, for me, argument. To be honest, people on this podcast, you will know that my ex, this thing is not really. Yeah,
The X shits.
the X ship is not really.
X doesn't mean the Y.
It doesn't mean the why. So
He's still finding X.
yeah. So, but when it comes to argument with women, I mean, in certain
No,
situations,
but wait. Have you actually not been in a lot of relationships before?
No,
Like how
I
many
haven't
relationships have you been in?
I haven't been in a lot of relationships.
Just
Like serious.
Actual
like-
serious relationship.
serious, not serious. All of them counts now.
No, they
You have
don't count.
if it's actual.
No, they don't count.
This is
It's
my
like,
girlfriend.
No, we're starting to know ourselves. Oh,
Wait,
we're talking. We're talking.
What do we call serious relationship?
Yeah,
Once you
yeah,
get
yeah, in
into
a
the
relationship,
You're
relationship,
exclusively
it's a
with
relationship.
one.
Exclusive, yeah.
Okay. So anything that is not exclusively a relationship is not a relationship. So let's not calm down one. So we're talking about relationship.
You've cleared the board.
Jay, mind yourself. Mind yourself right now. Do you know who I am?
If I say they play chess without any pieces.
See, like, don't mind him. I'm on a different peripheral.
You know that is he's fellas.
This soft space that we have tapped in, Dre doesn't know. Let me tell you. Ask me when you want to talk to me. Talk to me direct. Talk to me direct. Ask your question. Ask me direct. Okay, ask me.
Relationship.
Okay.
How many have you sailed?
He sailed.
Whether you sail far, or you sail short, and you return to the dock.
Two.
Two.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What? What?
Bro,
He said for this life, if God no punish Dre, he gonna punish Dre. He might go up. What's the meaning of this?
What?
Okay. Anyway, back to what we were
Yeah,
talking
ask the question. Yeah.
about. No. You've already given me the answer now.
Okay,
so back
yeah.
to what you were talking about before.
So
about
back to what I was talking about.
fighting with X.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these two are this. So your sample size is 2 for this conversation.
See, let me tell you something. I want to borrow different populations in this argument. You understand? So in some entanglements, or
Oh, okay.
situationship,
You're going to add some.
in some situationship. So let me tell you, yeah. I don't like violence like some people, right? I don't like violence like some people. I don't like violence, but wait. Anyways, so situations when I know I don't, I'm a sweet guy by nature. I can attest by the 2 relationships I've been in over the course of the decades of my life. Yeah. So the 2 relationships I've been in, I'm not a violent guy by nature. You understand? So when I encounter those situations, when I encounter those arguments like this, so now, like I position myself in a situation where
You're perpendicular to your spouse.
yeah. So like the argument is coming like this, and I'm adjacent because I know even though we meet, you understand, I they come from a different angle.
It's going to be an acute angle.
Yeah, I they come from a different angle. So you're going, I'm coming. You understand? So now when we
I don't understand.
I beg, skip me. Skip me. I'll be when I enter relationship, I'll answer this question. Guys, when I enter this is no funny guy. Our guys enter relationship. This is no make sense. When I enter, ask me this question again.
I don't think you have the facilities for that.
Ask me this question again. I will see. I know. I will answer this question. No. Yeah. Ask me this question again. Next time, I'll go into a relationship. It's not me.
Yeah, man.
but off. This one is off air. But
Why you go say off air when air day? You go say off air when air day. What do you mean by off air?
I'm trying to. I guess I think all through the time that I've always been addressing this relationship issue with you, like
Yeah.
Is it that you don't go out a lot? Is it that you don't? Because I feel like relationship is a numbers game. I feel like if you talk to you talk to like 50 babes,
Yeah.
like, you know, 50 babes is a lot actually. Like,
Damn,
if
I just the reason now why they talk to 50
why I talk to 50 babes? Like, if you talk to like 10 babes,
Mm.
the probability of bagging one is very high.
Damn.
You know, so it's like,
So if you're talking to one babe, what's the probability?
bro, is very low.
You know, they carry bag.
That's the more reason why you don't talk to one babe before your relationship. You know, you talk to, no, not like I mean, not like talking to them is not in terms of talking to them. What's the word? Like when you do things all at the same time,
Right.
not necessarily talking to 10 babes.
At the same time, like consecutively.
We'll get that energy to talk
Yeah.
to. No, I think consecutively talking to them one by one. Like so you have to talk to them consecutively. Like once you try one, you know, work. Or maybe you talk to them in pairs. You try two, you know, one knock, you replace until you eventually land yourself there, right?
Right.
So I think what I'm trying to get at is it that you're not playing the numbers game, or you not just did the game at all?
The thing is, based on my personality, right? I don't usually have the time. Like I don't have the patience for them. Like I actually come out as a social person, but really when I leave that social environment, I like to myself things.
But I
So
feel like most of the time I've seen you in the social space, you are the one organizing the social space, which
That's the thing.
which puts you at a disadvantage.
yes,
Because you are more focused on organizing the
Yes.
social space than
So-
actually being a part of the social space.
there's that, and then it comes to a situation where like I'm like a fun, outgoing person. So it comes to a situation where people don't think I get serious. Yeah. So they think I'm all jokes. Yeah, I might be talking to somebody. They think I'm all jokes, right? And I really don't like. I don't like the idea of trying to prove myself or trying to show you
This is
too
who I
much or
am.
trying to show off or try to do all of that, right? So I don't put effort towards that. So I don't put effort towards trying to find those girls or trying to go out and mingle and try to find somebody. I don't put effort in that.
No, but
If we don't connect, we don't connect.
No, but I still think it's still a numbers game. Even with that, I still
The
think
numbers,
it's still a numbers game.
see, when I don't have time, when I'm in my house, I'm in my house. If once I open my laptop like this, everything else disappear. I'll just read manga. The next day, I go work. I come back. It continues. Like when I close in, I close in.
I think I have the solution. We need to take you to
No. Don't be. I know we're not.
know,
We do not talk about
we
this
need
to
to
find
be-
solution.
we need to be in more spaces where, because for real, I think if I think of all the times I've seen you in a social gathering, is events that you are part of the organizers, right? I feel like we need to put you in more spaces where you are part of the enjoyers.
It's not gonna be a lot.
Bro,
It will be hard for you to put me in those.
Why?
I don't know. It's I don't know. Like, it's hard. Like socializing is a different thing for me. Even though I'm a social person, right? Socializing is different for me. Like it's really hard to explain this thing. It's really hard. I promise you. But I'm a type of person where it's like when my people are around, I light up like bulb, right?
When they're not around.
I don't know why I'm there.
And I think that's also another thing too. Yeah. I think I've seen you around a lot of your people every time, because your partner people now, not be one of them you go date now. Now people other people will not be your people now. You turn to your people.
Yeah, I'm not that social in that aspect. I don't just want to go and be. Yeah, I'm not that social. That's why I tell you that I'm not really so. I'm not an extrovert. So people will see me as an extrovert because but really I am not, because once you take me out of there, I'm actually in my own space. I would stay in this house. Like Dikachi hasn't seen me in this. Yesterday, Dikachi saw me for like almost 3 days. I've been in this. I just go back. I just come from work. I'm in the house. Like I don't go anywhere. Like literally. Like so, I'm not that social, even though I appear to be.
No, we need to.
No.
We need to get you in the numbers.
No, don't worry.
Because
don't
it's
worry.
really a numbers game. If you really think about it, it's like dating is a numbers
What
game.
are we doing here?
It's called an intervention.
No. We're okay. See,
The ambience is calling.
No. No, let's move on from here. Yeah, no. Let's move on. Please.
Yeah, it's a numbers game, bro. It's definitely a numbers game.
Man.
The number where I like the number is money. My account. That's the numbers game I
Yeah,
want.
Michael. So what are you up to now?
Bro, I'm not really up to anything. I'm
Just trying to
like,
find a
I'm
full-time
legit.
job.
I'm legit trying to be a father. I'm learning every day.
Dope.
I'm learning every day. I'm trying to be as involved as I can.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very scary process, I won't lie, because there's so many things that are really beyond your control.
Yeah.
And you just have to adjust.
Right.
I'm trying to see how best I can be an asset to my family, because even though I have this immediate, I don't know how to now differentiate the immediate, because now I have my own family. I also have my own family. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
No. I totally understand it. Yeah.
I have this new family that is moving forward, but I also have this family. The catch. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're not gonna give the guy a shout out for this podcast again.
Now you fuck up. Now these days, whenever he come, leave him. Whenever he comes, just leave him.
Shout out to Dikachi.
I tell you now.
I'm like, I don't want us to give the guy a shout out, bro.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, so like we are used to this. See this my seat. I see everybody.
But anyway, yeah. So what was I saying? I was saying,
You're getting the father situation.
Yeah. So exactly. So I'm trying to see how I can be an asset to
Your immediate family.
to my family going forward. And no, that's
immediate family.
Immediate family.
It's your immediate family.
Yeah, and then
your
so what do I call my siblings now? They're still my immediate family.
extended though.
Nah.
At this point, once you start creating your own family,
at this point,
now they have
Oh,
extended.
they're
Yes.
extended. Okay, you know what?
Yes.
Yeah. So for this conversation, yes, I can be of asset to my immediate family, and I can also be of asset to my extended family, right? That's also something I'm trying to figure out, because now it's like, yeah, and then also in the same light, right? Not trying to lose focus of who I should be as a human being, trying to better my craft, trying to better who I am as a human being, not because I'm trying to provide, but just because as a human being, you should always seek improvement.
Seek to be better. Yeah.
Yeah. Not because you're trying to pay bills. So I'm trying not to close myself into that. Like when you speak some parents, they're speaking bills like, oh my God, pay my daycare. I guess I'm like, but what about like, are you really doing it for the bills, or are you doing it because you're trying to become a better person? Like, are you in this job because you love it, or are you in this job because you pay the bills? And you can also be in a job that you love that pays the bills. And there's nothing wrong with being in the job because it pays the bills too. Because for the meantime,
so you're kind of trying to balance responsibility with love for your job.
No, not just my job, for my just being a better person in general, right?
Okay.
Just so I don't close myself into this capsule of being a father, right?
Right.
Because I'm also an individual myself, right? So I'm trying to balance both, right? And then even just like just finding, like, with work, with travel, like, like initially I was actually one of those people who used to think, I always used to wonder, like, okay, so you are a parent, so you can't travel, bro. It's hard. It's actually, bro, it's hard to actually leave the house to Shoppers Drug Mart, right? So now I put things into perspective about how difficult it is to actually live that life that you always dream of once you become a parent. But I'm also trying to see if it's possible.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really trying so hard to see if it's possible, because it should be possible. Like, I don't think people's lives should stop once they become parents.
Yeah.
And a lot of people's lives really stop when they become parents. I think I don't know if it's possible, but I'm trying to see if it's possible. If I can still enjoy my life, enjoy my personal life. And when I say my personal life, not just me alone, but enjoy the things I want to do with my family. Enjoy the things I want to do, but then my family is there.
Yeah.
With combining it with being a family.
A family. Okay.
So it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm like, but I'm more like I like enjoyment. So I don't think my enjoyment. I'm not sure say enjoyment will stop. So I'm trying to see if it's possible to enjoy.
Yeah.
And be a father at the same
also
time.
be a family man. Yeah.
And when I say enjoy, not be Dorime popping bottles in the club per se, but travel, stuff like that. Like enjoy, go out with friends, and still be part of a community, even as a parent. Yeah.
Dope.
Not a dad, so I can't add to that. I'm just gonna say it will come.
Yeah.
Abi?
Yeah.
I hope you find that.
Yes, I have to find that.
Yes,
I have to find that.
Right.
But again, I think you know that. I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you, sir.
I'm very happy for you. I'm not ready for what you got going on. I thought I was, but you make it look cool on the gram, man.
Even me, I wasn't ready.
Yeah,
but I'm here.
And then you got and then you got a dog. That's to tell you how ready you are. You got two babies, one dog and a child.
Oh man.
Yeah,
man.
Congrats again, man.
Thank you, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun episode. I was like, you know what? There's three of us. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a short conversation, but
Ain't no way,
man. There's a lot of gems in here.
You guys start to therapize me.
We talk about fatherhood. We give a little bit of intervention.
No way.
We dissect Wizkid. We talk about the culture, being married, dating. Oh man, this is a very mature episode if I think about it.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate y'all for checking out this episode so far. Make sure you guys rate us on Spotify. Do the needful wherever you're listening from. We appreciate you. And if you're on the platform, www.backyardbands.com, you're the real MVP. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your humble and gracious host, and I'm signing out. I go by the name Mr. Dre. I'm in the building with my nearest and dearest of friends, minus a few special people. Vibes Minister, talk to him.
Yeah. Signing out from this ministry is your Vibes Minister, Imina, aka the Free Ego, aka Triple E, aka the Patrician Ego, aka you know what is popping. Let's get it popping.
Pop.
Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, friend of the show, friend of the family, a dear neighbor, shareholder of the podcast. Talk to him.
I still do my dividends, man. This is Michael, Mr. Greg Shots, wedding cinematographer and creative videographer. Find me on social media, GRAKESHOTS.
You still say this thing when we know you put it on the thing, but go ahead.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, you don't have to love me just to remember the name.
Cheers! We out.
Damn.